Got this in a message. The corexit was not a dispersant. It was a chemical accelerant. Links provided. When you add it to the water, it acts to raise the temperature by stimulating a loosening of the bonds between the oxygen and hydrogen molecules, so that the oxygen molecules become attracted to the methane in the glacier. The reaction becomes self-sustainable once it reaches a critical mass, which means that a directional motion to the movement of the molecules in the reaction develops around the surface area of the ice. First, because of the difference in temperature and pressure of the top and the bottom of the glacier. It is the exact same thing that happens when you see an alkyl-seltzer dissolve in your glass. In mechanical terms, you call it a heat exchange, but at the bottom of the ocean, there is a pressure exchange as well between the depth of water at the top of the glacier and the bottom. That is what causes the glacier to rise. I am predicting the reaction will reach the critical mass around the 26th of June. There is also the element of the size of the glacier and the fact it is lodged between two sides of a rift in the North American continent. This month, at the full moon, there will be a gravitational anomaly that will increase the pressure being placed on the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico, which at high tide that day, if the reaction is critical, the glacier will be forced out. The weakest point along the rift, which is off the Atlantic coast of Georgia. That wasn't well done. We are expecting the release of all the gases contained in the glacier to be pushed in a northeasterly direction towards northern Europe, and that would include the east coast of America. There are over 500 deadly toxic gases counted in the trillions of cubic tons that are going to be forced out into the atmosphere, making a new kind of methylene hydrogen particulate the dominant molecular count. This is called mesospheric reconditioning. The lighter gases will push the others up to the highest levels, causing another reaction to start once the oxygen becomes loose from the hydrogen particles and attracted to the new abundant methane in the air around them, and the heat generated by the molecules being separated and attracted to one another is what gives us the blood red heaven color. The ultimate sad truth about this whole thing is that the corexit is the exact chemical makeup to start this reaction. No other combination of chemicals would have done this, except what you find in the corexit. They set out with the intention of mining the glacier using the corexit as an accelerator, and this is something that can be proven if you have a lab. The Deepwater Horizon was a cover, and now it is a diversion for an illegal mining operation for the Pope and the Queen of England. Contained within this glacier, believe it or not, is around 4 billion corpses and 4.6 million tons of gold, plus untold other things never seen by the eyes or entered into the minds of people on this side of the Great Flood. It was a sacred place they desecrated because they wanted the gold. All the sons of God before the flood were buried there, maybe even Noah himself. Now the people of the banner of crimson and gold are going to be cut off from their part in the inheritance of the kingdom before time, before the great flood. You don't have to believe me, but please, if you hear a trumpet blowing from heaven on or around the 24th to 26th of June, please, for God's sake, come with us to the 5 Gulf states region. It will mean there is going to be a horrible war, and this is the only place I might be able to guarantee people's security. That's not me. I don't guarantee anybody's security. I just guarantee a righteous judgment. So, there it is. I hope I haven't run out of time. Little morning reading. I'd say God bless you all, but you know, your Christian God is actually Satan, so may my Lord bless you. And he's not in the Bible. So, time for coffee.